It was one of those things like I'm ready to go compete. It's an SEC football team, and of course, a lot of things come with the name LSU, and it's a big time opponent. And man, I feel like the entire team is ready to go and get to play against a really good football team.
What's your schedule been like with no classes this week?
Kind of like gotten back to not like a fall camp vibe, but in the sense of that it's all football, which I really like. You get to get that not burden, but like the I guess you could say like the weight of school off, and it's kind of all football. You have more time for film, more time to be up here, more time for practice and things like that. So I mean, we had practice this morning and some meetings, and then we'll head back up here and at about 3:30 and get some more meetings and stuff and a walk through just to get ready for LSU.
What's your overall mood with the team?
I feel like we're ready to go. It's another opportunity to get out there and play together and on a big time stage. I think we're the only game on as far as bowls games go. So I mean, everybody's gonna be watching me down in Houston in a great venue, NRG Stadium. I've been a couple of times, and it's a beautiful stadium. Putting it's a really good ball club. So really excited.
Coming off of last year not having a chance to play in the bowl game, how excited are you for the opportunity now this year?
Super excited, just because it's gonna be the first time I get to go to a bowl site, get to have that 4 to 5 days with my teammates, and getting to practice and being in a new city and having all the amenities that come with it. Going to a Rockets game, going to all the venues that the Texas Bowl has ready for us, and being in the hotel and just spending time with my guys and getting this last opportunity to be together this season.
Why do you think this team is so fired up to play in this game? You see cross country people up and out, choosing not to go to bowls. You guys seem all on board about it. Tell us why.
Personally, for me, I feel like it's just from the fact that the way that we lost our last game, and it's been a while since we played football. In a sense, we had some time off uh, after the Texas game, and then getting back into practice. And man, I'm just fired up to be out there and play another football game with my guys. And I feel like we're really ready to go because it's another opportunity. I feel like that's the biggest thing is we have another opportunity to come out here and just showcase what all K-State's about.
How tough is it to watch other bowl games already underway, knowing that you're that last game before the national championship?
It's a little tough just from the fact that like man, you would love to be out there right now. Right now, you're kind of just practicing while other teams are playing and they're at their bowl sites and things like that. But it's also building that sense of I guess you would say like you like ready to go, like I was talking about. And, but our time is coming. We just kind of have to take it day by day.
What have you learned about LSU and prepping so far?
It's they have really athletic players. They run well. I mean they look like LSU and SEC football team. They changed their defense up a little bit. So if you look into the first half of the season, they're playing a lot of quarter stuff, kind of rally into the football. But they changed it. They went to more of an Okie Bear front towards the back end of the year and going a lot of one high stuff, deep one high, and running a lot of man. So just figuring out how we're going to attack that as far as you don't have a whole bunch of film on them playing that since it was the back end of the year. Just figuring out exactly what we can do as offense to go and try and exploit some things that they have is going to be something that we've been trying to do for the past month, I would say.
I don't know how much you know about him just yet, but does it excite you the possibility of playing with the transfer like AJ Martinez next season?
Absolutely. I got to talk to him just for a little bit whenever he came up for a visit. And he seemed like a really cool dude, and he's somebody that I'm excited to have come in and just compete with us because if he's coming in to be a K-State Wildcat, and our coach has signed off on him and everybody signed off on him, he's going to be somebody that's going to come in and compete and join in just like the family that we are, like just like the other transfers that we had. And I'm really excited for him to come in.
Deuce, what do you think about all the accolades that you've been given in the off season? I mean, you're a humble guy, but I know those have to feel good.
Yes, it's surreal. Just from I was talking to my parents and my dad and mom asked if it hit me yet. Just from the mere fact that that's a goal that I've been wanting to achieve since I was 7 years old, and it's crazy. It didn't hit me till a couple of days after, to the point where it was like, man, all that hard work that I've put in even from middle school to high school to now, and then all the support system, everybody that I had has poured into me to be able to say like I achieved that because of y'all, and I want to say thank you for all of that. It's unbelievable and it's surreal, like I said, and man, it's just it's another stepping stone, and it's something that keeps me motivated.
Was being an All-American a big goal for you
Yes, sir. I will say, ever since I was little, I always looked at the All-American status of players, and you see all these big names, and like, man, he was an All-American. He was one of the best in the nation, and that was always something I wanted to do whenever I got to this level, and to be able to achieve that is astonishing. It's crazy.
Looking ahead, is there anything else you still want to, not goal-wise, but is there anything else you want to do next season to prove you're even better?
Really, I just want to keep improving as a football player, whether that be in pass blocking, running routes, getting even more comfortable running inside the tackles, running outside, and things like that. And just adding anything that I can to my game is really what I'm looking forward to getting to do in the off season. Adding more weight, adding more muscle mass, and having a strength staff and Coach True like that. I know they're gonna take care of that. And it's really exciting to see all the more stepping stones that can be walked on as I continue down my path here.
Coach said that it looks like Skylar's trending in the right direction to be back. How big is that just for the team and also for him getting a chance to
Absolutely.
finish things there?
It's big time for him to possibly get a chance to finish it off down in Houston playing against LSU. It's really big, and man, I'm excited for him to possibly have that opportunity. And man, if he's ready to go, man, I'll be right there, and we're gonna be rallying behind him because that's our quarterback, that's our guy, and man, excited to possibly have him back. He's looking good.
Does sending him out with a win motivate you? Is that something you really want to do?
Absolutely. Sending Sky T out with a big-time win would be huge, just for his legacy and everything that he's done for the K-State nation and us as a family here at K-State. In the locker room, in this building, he's been somebody that like a rock for us, and man, to send him out like that would be big time.
You had mentioned on some 2022 Heisman lists. How does the next trophy included in that discussion?
Humbling, but 2021 is not over yet. 2022 is, I guess you could say, right around the corner, because whenever you get done with this bowl game, you're getting ready for the 2022 season. It's pretty crazy to be even mentioned with the Heisman Trophy, but it's going to be something that I don't really feed into. I'm just going to work my butt off every single day, every single time my feet hit the ground when I wake up, and whatever happens, happens.
Might be a similar answer, but I mean, you're probably gonna get, talked about the NFL draft as well, after next season. You gonna feed into that at all, or are you gonna do exactly what
It's definitely gonna be whatever happens. All I'm focused on right now is being a great football player at Kansas State, and if I do get the opportunity at the next level, that'll be another big time goal and dream that I've had since I was a little kid. But right now, I'm gonna take care of everything I can while I'm here as a Wildcat.
Anything else? We'll let that phone ring. You can be the buzzer.
I wanted to ask you real quick about Russ is coming in here and as a transfer. How important was he to your guys' second year?
It was big time. You see the stats, you see the plays that he makes in the back end, and him, Julius, Timmy Horn, all the guys that Sincere Mason, all the guys that we brought in, every single one of those guys. Whenever you look at our defense and how they played, the way Reggie Stubblefield, I don't even know how I forgot him. The way that they play, the way that they fly around to the football, the way they make plays, it's one of those things where on offense, whenever you're seeing that, you're like, man, these are guys that are playing their butts off for us, and without a doubt, you want to get back out there and help them, keep them off the field, get them their rest so they can go out there and fly around again. And, man, it's fun to see, especially number 2 when he catches an interception and he's running it back, and it's big time, man. I appreciate every single one of those boys.